Single Super Mummy, and this is a video all about my VCH piercing. I recently got it pierced. If you don't know what VCH is, it's vertical clitoral hood piercing, basically a clit. And actually no, it's not your clit, because I think you can actually get your clit pierced. It's not actually through my clit, it's through the hood part above. So yeah, I watched a lot of videos beforehand where people are like, oh, it doesn't hurt that much. It does hurt, don't be fooled. If you are someone who's got a lot of piercings, it's not as bad as a nipple piercing, and it is not as bad as a cartilage piercing, because I recently had two cartilage piercings that still are giving me problems, and I only had my VCH done maybe 2.5 weeks ago, and I swear that it's like the most unproblematic piercing I've ever had, which is rare because all my piercings, actually no, not all, some of my piercings have been a lot of problems for me to deal with. So yeah, if you think about if you've got a high threshold of pain, like if you can get your nipple done, if you can get a cartilage piercing done, then you won't have any problems with your getting your clit done. And what the I think what lessens the pain, although it is painful because it's a piercing and piercings are painful, but what lessens the pain is the fact that it's literally just one sting. So the lady, I went to like this place that I normally go to because I trust them and they're really good. So what she did, she pierced upwards, because I was asking her, because I watched a lot of videos and I saw some people pierce downwards into this little thing that kind of catches the needle, and that seemed to be less painful than the people who pierced upwards. But she said it's better to pierce upwards because then you're not likely to catch something you're not supposed to catch. So literally, you know, like when you're getting a cartilage piercing done, they have to jab it through a few times because it's a bit hard to go through. But with your clit, it's literally just like one, and then two when they put the actual jewelry in. So it's just like 2 stings, and then as soon as that's done, because she told me to like 1, 2, 3, breathe in, 1, 2, 3, breathe out. So I was just like, but yeah, once it's done, there's no lingering pain, and I think that's the best thing about it compared to all my other piercings, apart from my septum piercing, which was not painful in the slightest. But yeah, once you're done, there's no lingering pain. It's just the pain, the piercing pain, and then once that's gone, you can't feel any pain unless you knock it, which I did, because I was joking about saying, oh, what happens if I rush to wee, if I burst into wee, and I quickly wipe myself, and it's going to be painful, and that's exactly what I did. Afterwards, I tried to hold it for as long as I could, and then I was like literally bursting. So I went, forgetting that I'd just had it done, because it wasn't hurting. Like, it's almost like I'd forgotten I'd had it done, because you can't feel anything afterwards. So I rushed, and then I quickly wiped, and then I was like, ah! I remembered I just had a piercing done. Oh my god, the pain. But that did go away, but like that was painful. So yeah, if you're getting it done, do not rush a wee, and do not rush and wipe yourself, and then you should be fine. I actually bought this kind of cleansing gel thing from the piercing studio. I normally just use salt water, and then I'll add in a few like essential oils. But this one, because it's down there, I was just like, okay, I'm not going to take any chances. If you're saying that, if you're recommending this, I'll just use it. So it's like a little, kind of like a gel. I think it's called Pursan, Pursan. And you literally use it sparingly, so you put like a little tiny bit on when you're showering. Well, I put it on when I'm showering after I've finished washing down there first, and then after I've finished rinsing there, then I go in with the gel and kind of rub it around the area, and then I rinse that off as well. And so far I haven't had any problems or anything with it. Like I said, it's been literally like the most unproblematic piercing. I kind of forget that it's there sometimes. So, because it's a quite plain jewelry, it's just like the silver, it's like a curved barbell, and I don't obviously like plain jewelry. As you can see, I've got lots of rainbow jewelry in at the moment. All of these are rainbow, apart from this is black, but yeah, most of my jewelry is like rainbow jewelry at the moment. So obviously I want to swap for some kind of rainbow. I saw like a nice curved rainbow barbell, and then it's got like little hoops on it and little balls, so it looks really cute. So you can kind of see that it's down there, because like obviously I want it to be obvious, not obvious to everybody, obvious to me when I've got out of the shower and I'm like, oh look, it's down there, doesn't it look cute, the little balls and the glitter. That's what I want, so I can't wait to change it. I don't even know when I can change it actually. Is it after a few months? I'm going to leave it in for the maximum amount of time anyway, so I think I'm going to leave it in until May, because they said it takes about, is it 2 months to heal, like completely heal. So I'm not even going to fuck about with that. I'm just going to wait until May, and then I'm going to swap it for something nice and cute. And the strange thing is, right, every time I get a piercing, my mum would always say to me, well, why don't you just get your fanny pierced? So now that she said that, well, I guess I did it. I think if you say something to somebody enough times, they just go and do it. Not going to tell my mum, so don't tell my mum. But yeah, I'm enjoying it at the moment. I know that it's supposed to be, it's supposed to have some kind of, what would be the word? Like, give you extra pleasure, like sexual pleasure when you're having sex, basically. But I wouldn't know about any of that. So, apparently it does though. But then apparently your nipple does, and that did, I've never had that experience. I wish I had, but I never had. But then my nipple ring, it's like, it heals and then it's like unheals itself, then it heals and unheals. But recently I put in like a ring that I was using as a septum ring, but it was massive. I felt that it was too big for a septum ring, so I thought, let me use it as a nipple ring. It's obviously a nice rainbow ring with like a little it's got like a little square kind of jewel with like circular jewels around it, and so I've got that in there now, and that's actually been helping to heal it. So maybe all I needed was like a hoop in it and not the bar, because I was using the flexi bars. So maybe I just needed I think it's titanium hoop. But yes, back to the VCH. If you're planning on getting it done, they said to eat beforehand. I don't know if it's maybe to like deal with the pain, because they don't want you to pass out. And they don't numb you. Well, my piercer didn't numb me or anything. But then I remember asking about it before, and they said if you numb people, they can bruise and everything afterwards, and it can make the pain a lot worse than it should be once kind of like the numbing cream or whatever has worn off. So I didn't get numbed. I'd say I have quite a high pain threshold anyhow. So yeah, just go prepared for 2 shots of pain, and then after that it's fine. As long as you obviously look after it and you wash your pum properly, and you're not someone who just normally splashes water on your pum. You actually need to wash it properly. That's another problem. When you're washing down there with a flannel and you want to wash quickly, because obviously in the mornings, because I've got kids, I have to quickly jump in and out of the shower. So I'm used to just being literally like shower gel, quick. So when you're trying to do that quickly, you can't. So I'm finding I'm spending longer in the shower in the mornings, and then I have to rush the kids in and out of the bathroom. And I'm like, you're the one who's making us late, when it's me. But yeah, when you're washing down there with a flannel, be very, very careful, because the amount of times I have caught the ring on the flannel and I'm like, oh my god. But other than that, just be careful. Don't be in a rush with down there for at least till it like heals for more than, I guess, 2 weeks, because it at the moment I would say it's pretty much healed. Like, I've not had nothing dripping out. I mean, stuff should be leaking out of it anyway, but yeah, I've not had any of, like, you know, the typical things you can get from like a not first piercing, but when you first get pierced, if like sometimes it gets, like, it can get the crusty bits and it can like leak a bit and all that kind of stuff. But you shouldn't really get crusty stuff down there, really, should it? Not around that area. That could be something else if you got crusty stuff down the area. But yeah, I haven't had anything like that down there. But yeah, if you're feeling brave, go ahead, because I put it off for years. I think it was because I thought when you get your clip pierced, you get it pierced. I was thinking the piercing was, you know, where the part between like your bum hole and where you wee. I think you can get there pierced. I can't think what it's called. Oh, what's it called? If I can think what it's called, I'll put like a little description kind of box thingy and write what it's called. But you can get there pierced, and I always thought, well, how am I gonna wee and how is it gonna heal? I'm gonna be weeing on it. That's not gonna be good for it. So I put my own self off of it for years and years, and then one of my friends was like, oh, I'm gonna get mine done, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna get mine done too, let's get it done together. She still hasn't bloody got it done. So I kind of went and got it done. But yeah, so, and I think sometimes you just need somebody to kind of, I guess, give you a kick up the arse to kind of just go and just do it. You only live once and all that kind of stuff. But no more piercings for me now. I'm done with the piercings. I do not need any more. I don't particularly like piercing pain. I've realised that. I prefer tattoo pain. I prefer tattoo needles over piercing needles. So, that being said, I'm going to get more tattoos done. But yeah, if you have any questions or you want to know more detail than I've already gone into about getting your VCH done, let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I know I don't post that often, but I'm working on it. Thanks for watching. See ya.